she asking at me. I can't look away, tears go down her face, and I'm afraid of losing all that we had. And I know it's late, but I'll miss you more than I can say. And silence kills, won't you scream out loud? 'Cause we left so much untouched. And if you want, we can leave this town to feel just one more rush. And now she's on a train to nowhere, and we say goodbye for now. Oh, I know you'll be safe, oh, somewhere. I wish you could turn around. Oh, I just wanna say it's not fair that I'm stuck here on the ground. Oh, I know you'll be safe, oh, somewhere. I wish you could turn around. She's on a train to nowhere, and we say goodbye for now.
flow together? Could we ever flow together? Could we ever flow together? Or are we two twin souls finding each other in the wrong lifetime?
Exploration of space. Exploration of space. Exploration of space.
2, 1. You are live.
What's up, everyone? How you doing out there? We're gonna get started in about 5 or 6 minutes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Got lots of new information for you coming up in just a few. Excited to share with you. How's everyone doing? How's everybody feeling today? Planet Seattle. I'd like to know what planet everyone's from. I'm from planet, what planet I'm from, depends. Planet Colorado, Planet Marbles, that's a good one. Planet Seattle in the house, West Side. All right. Carly from Colorado, how are you? Hope you're doing well. All right, where else is everybody from? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Those comments rolling. Everybody's tuning in right now. We got a whole bunch of people live. What's up, everybody? Planet Stone Mountain. Ooh, I love it, Kevin. Tatooine, where is that? Planet Open Decks. I love Planet Open Decks. Yes. Open Decks we do on Groove Cruise. It's for up-and-coming artists and so forth, where you can have a chance to spin on Groove Cruise. You don't know anymore? Yeah, that's kind of was my, what I was saying, Joel, earlier was I don't know where the heck I'm from. Long Beach in the house, Planet Iowa. You guys were not great in the tournament the other day, but my Michigan Wolverines, Sweet 16. I love it. Champa Bay. Hey, Michael, I am in Champa Bay right now as well. Hope to see you. What's up, Jason? What's up, Wiz? How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. Thanks for tuning in. We got New York, Norfolk, Virginia. All right. Thank you, Sarah. Good to see you on here. What is a skeeter? Yeah, what is a skeeter? I don't know what a skeeter is. I miss all my Groove Cruise fam. Miss all of you all. It was great to see a bunch of you in Tampa the other day at Sundown Sounds event. We're working on some new stuff with them as well. Super El Tigre. Hey, Maggie, Newport Richie, you're right down the street from where I'm at. Chicago is in the house, my favorite city. It's just unlivable this time of year. Way too cold. Enjoy the cold up there, Ricky. You need Groove Cruise more than any of us. What's up, Joel El Tigre? How you doing, man? All right. We'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Got some new information. Hello from Fort Lauderdale. What's up, Disco Pretty? Hope you guys are doing well. Miss you all. Bobby Reyes, thanks for tuning in, man. Love the haircut, or is that the lack of haircut? Lack of haircut? This is like, I think this is the longest my hair's been in. I don't even know. Hey, Carly, thanks for tuning in. I see you. Puerto Rico in the house. Boricuas. Hola. Thanks for tuning in, Raquel. All right, Ricky. What's good? What's good? Well, I got some good new info on the cruise industry in Royal Caribbean and stuff like that. So that's some good news. From Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in, Fredia. What's up, Melia? Melia? I'm not sure if that's how you say your name. Melia. Holla. David, what's up, man? All right. Let me know what planet you're from, what city you're from, what state you're from. What's up, Alex? Ooh, got a bunch of people on this time. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Working hard, staying on the grind, Mike. Who's coming for We're Never Going Home at 411, coming to the Bay Area. Not coming to the Bay Area anytime soon. Yeah, I love the Boricuas, too. Love my Boricuas. Gabrielle is already in Port Canaveral with his bags packed. That's awesome. I'm hoping to get over to Port Canaveral to start planning some stuff. We got our wet travel team retreat. We're going to be heading to Orlando next week, and we're going to be checking out some venues for the pre-party in Orlando, and also in what's up, Jeremiah Red, and in Port Canaveral and Cocoa Beach as well. And then we will be, just hopefully finalizing some stuff with Groove Cruise Orlando, January 20 to 24. Super excited. Hey, yo, up here in Utah with Shep, sending love from Las Vegas and Utah. Thank you for tuning in, Shep. Congrats on all the stuff you've been working on out there in Utah. I see you, man. Living the dream. Groove Cruise is always we're going to get started here in just a few minutes, but Groove Cruise is always interesting in how, with some people, it helps to just get that camaraderie, those new friendships and relationships, and that to me is what it's all about. I mean, it's been a tumultuous, crazy ass last 12 months. I guess I can kind of get started here in the cruise industry, and around this time last year, it was pretty challenging to say the least. I was depressed. The cruise industry went kaput, stopped, and we had to make some very, very difficult decisions. And here we are about a year later from when all of that went down. And what's up, Morgan? What's up, Lena? What's up, Joel? I see you guys. Yeah, I want to go fishing too, Morgan. Hopefully soon. I'm ready. I'm in Tampa Bay area this next couple days. Kingfish. Love it. All right. It was a tough year last year, to say the least, but I wanted to just give a huge shout out to the Wet Travel Groove Cruise team for believing in me, believing in Groove Cruise, believing in the industry, believing in wet travel, and believing in our mission, believing in our values. And that to me has been very just heartwarming, because you all are the ones that helped all of us get through this crazy year, canceling cruises, postponing cruises. I mean, it's stuff that we never could have planned for. We never could have thought that it was even remotely possible that we'd be in the situation where we are in. But here we are, and we're in a much better position here now in the beginning of 2021 than we have been in a couple of years, to be brutally honest with you. And that is just a testament to you all, the captains, and our great team, and our mission, and all of that. People like Blake, Idaho. I'm going to be in Idaho this summer. Hope to see you out there, brother. That's what's helped us get through this crazy situation this past year. And now we're rocking. And just super excited. We're on the biggest ship we've ever been on. And, it's a big risk, but we're ready. I mean, we're born for this, and we're excited. And I'm going to share some new updates. So part of this State of the Ocean addresses that I've been doing I'll share updates as they come in. I want to be kind of your truthful voice of what's going on in the industry, because a lot of times there's news and there's fake news and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to get into all that, but there's just a lot of noise out there. So I want to cut through all of that, just give you the high level facts of what's going on. And we're listening to you. We're hearing your situations when you call us. We're listening to your emails. We're reading your emails. We're going to have a survey coming out very soon. And that survey is also going to have some questions about what's going on and what some options are, what things could happen in the industry, and how best to tackle them. And you all are who helped us decide that we wanted to go on Royal Caribbean. We wanted to go on a bigger ship. We wanted to go out of Port Canaveral. We wanted to be on the Mariner of the Seas. All of that stuff came from listening to you. You are the captains. You are the most important person in the world. And you steer the ship. You're the most important person. And I really hope that you feel that way when you do contact us, when you do chat with us, when you do reach out to us, when you do communicate with us on board the ship. We take pride in that, and we work very hard to just make you feel good because we're in the travel industry, we're in the vacation industry, and that's what it's all about. So topics today, cruise and travel industry updates, Royal Caribbean updates, vaccines, which has been a topic of discussion in some of the groups, and I want to address that. LABA-D, safety and activities, cruise with confidence guarantee, and then a Q&A. What's up, Ben? I see you, the Boogie Monster Detroit would like permission to board. Yeah, I think the Boogie Monster can come. There's a lot of animals and a lot of monsters on Group Cruise for sure. So I think you'll fit in just right. one of the favorite things about Group Cruise is the costume parties, and there's a daytime theme and a nighttime theme. If you want to see what they are, they're on our website, but people take those really, really seriously. All right, so getting into the cruise and travel industry updates. So one thing that people don't understand because of the media generally is that the cruise lines are not sailing from North America yet, but they have actually been sailing for months successfully. So I'm going to share a little bit more about that. Over 300,000 passengers have sailed with very, very minimal cases of COVID. And if there has been cases of COVID, they've been, cut off from the rest of the ship or handled in a very professional manner where it didn't affect the rest of the ship. So cruise lines have very strict protocols to all that, which I'll get into in just a second. So cruises have been sailing successfully for months around the world, in Europe, in Asia, and hopefully soon in North America. And flights are starting to return. Just my personal thing, I've been seeing a lot more flights returning, and they're obviously more full and so forth like that. Big ship cruising is planned to return in June. So Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, Carnival, and so forth have all said that they're going to start planning from cruising from the North American ports like Florida, Texas, and so forth in June. So that is exciting. Cruising in the media. We'll talk about that a little bit in a second, but yeah, I'll get into that here in just a second. So I want to talk a little bit about Royal Caribbean and some updates on their end. There was a Richard Fain, Royal Caribbean CEO and chairman, has been a very strong voice throughout the pandemic for me and sharing his information and kind of what's going on behind the scenes. So I'm going to share a few stats that he shared with us the other day with the travel partners. And sometimes people are asking certain questions, such as, when is cruising going to come back? Well, cruising has already come back, and Royal Caribbean in particular has had over 100,000 guests sailing on 150 cruises during the pandemic. Now, out of that 100,000 people that have been on the Royal Caribbean cruises, only 10 have tested positive. And more importantly, they were handled smoothly by not interrupting any of the other guests' experience. So that is super important to understand, is that cruise lines have been at the forefront of coronaviruses for many, many years. They have been dealing with norovirus, which is also sometimes known as the cruise virus, which is not very fair. So getting into the cruise media, which drives me crazy. And you'll see these articles that are always saying that there's these outbreaks on cruise ships. And here's why you see outbreaks on cruise ships in the media. They're the only public venue that has to announce a outbreak of a virus on board a ship. So for decades, cruise lines have been dealing with norovirus and other coronaviruses, flus, and so forth like that. And they have lots of experience with virality and just how to deal with those things. The media, like I mentioned, the only public venues that have to report it are cruise lines. So malls don't if there's an outbreak, hospitals don't, resorts, other big venues, they don't have to report it. So our schools, like a school outbreak of norovirus, you won't see that in the news. However, far less than 1% of norovirus cases happen on cruise ships. So is there going to be coronavirus on cruise ships? Yes, there's going to be. It's going to be here. It's not going to go away. Just even if everyone gets vaccinated, experts are saying that it's not going to go away. So when cruises do start sailing, as they have been in Europe and Asia already for months, when they do start sailing in North America, you're going to see cases. It's going to happen. The important thing is, are they prepared to deal with those cases in a manner that the rest of the people don't get infected on board the ship? The answer is yes, because they've been dealing with this for decades. They have fantastic health and safety protocols. They have to abide by rules with the US government that other venues don't have to, that resorts don't have to, that hotels don't have to, that airlines don't have to. The safety inspections and food and sanitary inspections that are done by the FDA or government and all that stuff on cruise ships is meticulous. Like, it is crazy. And a lot of it's published online with what scores for sanitation and what scores for health and food and so forth of each ship is I believe, on the government websites. So it's public information. And the numbers are enforce the same feeling that I have, is that cruises, I found 107. Okay, am I back? Hopefully I am back. Okay, got you back. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. All right, so welcome back, everybody. So what I was saying was that I feel super safe on cruises, more so than any other public venues, more safe than a school, more safe than a restaurant, so forth like that, because of the extreme protocols that the cruise lines had in place. Taking action to not having self-serving buffets and like all this other stuff that's been going on in restaurants for eons. So anyways, long story short, cruise media gets a little bit blown out because of they have to report certain things. That's why there's going to be in the future, there has been and there's going to be in the future, a lot of stuff about cruise lines and in particular health and safety and so forth like that. But the numbers, always look at the guests were protected, other people didn't get infected. They've been dealing with this for decades. They have super increased protocols and so forth like that. So that's the main point I want to get across. And it works. So Royal Caribbean and Norwegian came up with a healthy sail panel 9 months ago. They hired the best of the best from the FDA, CDC, so forth like that, to put together and advise them throughout to get these sailings back up and running and safely running. And they've proven that so far already. So that's great news to hear as the CDC makes their decisions and then the cases go down as they have been in the United States and they get more comfortable to allow cruising to sail again in North America, hopefully in June, then they have a great game plan of people from getting onto the ship by testing. That is the game plan right now. Not vaccines are not mandatory for cruising in North America. That is not the plan right now. That could change. It could change a month later. It could change a month later. But the plan right now is to do testing before getting onto a cruise ship. The Royal Caribbean is also, and Celebrity have announced that they're going to be sailing from Israel, from the UK, from St. Martin, from the Bahamas, and from Bermuda. So all of this is going to be happening in the next couple months. I think in June. I believe there's another cruise line starting to sail in May, Crystal Cruises. So cruises are going to be starting to sail in North America. Those sailings right now, the way it stands, is that you do need a vaccine, and that is because you have to fly. So you've got to fly and then get onto the ship, and those are requirements of those countries. We do not know at this stage if there's going to be vaccines needed for cruises from North America. So that information is not out yet. If it comes out, then we will let you know. But as of right now, that's not the plan. And it could come out, just being brutally honest, it could come out that you need vaccine. And then all of a sudden in August or September or something like that, you don't need a vaccine anymore. So the plan may change along the lines. So but where it's at right now, you do not need a vaccine to go onto a cruise. That is not in the plan right now from North America. But they are requiring it in Israel, the UK, St. Martin, Bahamas, and Bermuda for adults over 18. A few questions that we've gotten. If you do want to rock in some questions down in the comments, I would really, really appreciate that. And I'll do my best to answer everything that I can. So when will we start cruising? Royal Caribbean already has been cruising. And like I said, they've already had over 100,000 people sail. And their ratings are even higher than pre-pandemic, which is amazing. So when they get their surveys back, people are having a better experience and they're happier with their vacation experience, 7 points higher than pre-pandemic. So that's awesome. And then what the CEO chairman also said was that will vaccines be required to cruise? They don't know. Each circumstance is different. And there's just a bunch of variables to that as of right now, but they have not announced that lineup. I'll get into that in a minute. So they're daily monitoring. What about the CDC conditional sail order? So when will next technical rules be issued? So the CDC ordered a conditional sail order last October to put together a path to cruising in the United States. And they issued a couple of phases, with the first phase where they had to sail for, I think it was a month or two without any cases, and sail with some test guests and so forth, which I signed up for. I hope to get on there. I cannot wait to cruise, and I don't feel any animosity or scared to go on any cruises. But anyway, that's me. So when those phases were created and released in last year, there were no vaccines. The vaccines, as we all know, are way ahead of schedule. And that is exciting because per what the government is saying, the CDC and the president are saying that by May, anyone who wants a vaccine is going to be able to get a vaccine. So that's huge. That's beyond huge. And that's much faster than anyone had thought of. And that's great. So super exciting about that. So Royal Caribbean is going to be continuing to evaluate the health officials and the safety plan that they put together. And just hopefully that us as a society and GC fam are taking things seriously, because this pandemic is certainly not over. It still is a pandemic, and hopefully everyone's taking this seriously, as I have, and most people that I know, and we can get back to normality, somewhat of normality, or whatever the new normal means as a society, and we don't get complacent and allow another spike to hit. So Labadee. All right, so let's get into Labadee. So I got an exciting video here that we'd like to share with you about Labadee that Skeeter put together. So Skeeter, if you could show a little bit about this incredible destination.
Because I feel again, I feel again, oh now I feel again, we're bringing this back to life. I feel it again, I feel it again, I feel again, we're bringing this back to life. Help me find the right words to say.
All right, welcome back. Thanks, Skeeter, for putting that together. Huge ups to the team for putting all that together and just helping me with all this information that I'm sharing with you today. So Labadee, where is Labadee? Labadee is on the island of Hispaniola. It's part of Dominican Republic, and Haiti. So where Labadee is it's a private peninsula of Haiti. It's been owned by Royal Caribbean, or at least by Royal Caribbean, for 20 years. There has been no issues. Well, there was one very small issue many, many years ago, but there's been no issues with safety or anything like that in Labadee. It's very safe. Some people, when they see that Labadee is in Haiti, they think it's a the State Department level 4. Do not travel to Labadee. Royal Caribbean would never, in a million years, put their guests at risk of any unsanitary situations, unsafe situations, whether people can get sick or hurt or are in danger of their life. There's families. This is a multi-billion-dollar public company. There is no way that they're going to put themselves at any risk whatsoever in any destination. So I just want you to understand that Labadee is a super safe destination. It's private, only for group cruisers or for Royal Caribbean guests. There are Haitians that come in and work. There is a market there where you can purchase items from the Haitians, from the local Haitians if you'd like. They do background checks on all of these people that come in. They're hired. They've done a lot for the community of Labadee and around there. Cap Haitian, they've done a lot for the community to help and to give money to the local people there. And I'm excited because Labadee, to me, is one of the most beautiful destinations in the Caribbean. I've been wanting to take group cruisers there forever, like since 10, 15 years. And the reason is I've been there twice. And the reason is, number one, it's a docked port, which is fantastic. Number two, it's owned by Royal Caribbean. So your drinks packages, if you get them on the ship, if you buy a drinks package, it's included on Labadee, which is amazing. And it's gorgeous. So it's not like most Caribbean destinations, Bahamas, which are generally flat. Not all of them, but are generally flat. But this particular part of Haiti is beautiful mountainous type topography. Underneath the water is stunning. And there's lots of stuff to do as well. So there is the Dragon's Breath flight line. So this is the world's longest zip line over water at 500 feet up. I cannot wait to try this. I love zip lines. I think they're amazing. So you've got the world's longest zip line over water. That's pretty cool. Dragon's Tail roller coasters. There's a roller coaster that goes all down the mountain on the side. There's a splash water slide as well that goes down the side. There's private cabanas. There's a cafe. There's boat and island tours. There's jet skis, kayaks, parasailing, snorkeling, and more. So I can't wait to go there and do like a trial run and see all this stuff and kind of plan it out. We're also going to have a stage there, and we're going to have a headliner playing in Labadee, which I can't wait to share with you. Someone was asking about the lineup. It's close, but we can't announce it yet. So we're still working on that. Hopefully in April, hopefully, but I can't share anything yet. But it's very exciting. We got some new artists and new headliners that have never been on group cruise, and I can't wait to share with you. I'm so excited. So what else about Labadee? So safety in terms of Labadee. So all the food and drink is going to be brought off the ship. Some people were asking about, the local food and so forth. So again, the food is going to be brought from the U.S. on the ship and then off of the ship in Labadee and served by the ship staff and so forth like that. So it's a controlled culinary experience. There is an included barbecue lunch that is on board the island. It was rated the #3 private destination in the world by Cruise Line Community. Nearly 1 million passengers have safely visited Labadee each and every single year. So again, super safe destination, totally private, just a group cruise, the entire peninsula. And everyone is trained. There's security and first aid officers on site. There's a trolley that can take you around, and then you're fully surrounded by the mountains, and it's gated from the rest of the island with local security. And also, you're not allowed to leave the private area except on approved excursions. That is the gist of Labadee. So I can't wait for y'all to experience it. It's going to be unlike anything we've had before, and I want to go check it out just to plan it out and see what we're going to do exactly. So I got it all in the head of what we're going to do because I've been there a couple times. But all right, so let me touch on Cruise with Confidence Guarantee. So we want to make sure that when you do book with us, that you know that your money is not going anywhere. So if we do postpone the cruise, you'll be able to get a future cruise credit. You're not going to lose your money. So you can use that up to 2 years. Your money is protected, and that's valid for anybody that books on group cruise, any of the group cruisers. So the other thing, so that's cruise with confidence, to be confident that when you put your money down, you're not going to lose it. And then also our best price guarantee. So that we've actually had this for many years. The cruise pricing goes up as it gets closer to the cruise. So if we for some reason come out with pricing that's lower, you see a lower price or something like that, you are price protected. You just let us know, we'll update your reservation. And when you book, you're always going to have the lowest rate. So book with confidence, and then your low price guarantee. And then if you'd like some additional protection, potentially you're worried that there may be a work situation that might come up where you need to be somewhere. There may be a family emergency where maybe you have a sick family member that you're worried that you might not be able to go on the cruise because of a certain family situation or a personal situation. You may be concerned that you have a dog who's sick, whatever it is. There's a cancel for any reason travel insurance policy via Travel Guard that we offer. You can get the majority of your money back if you purchase the policy. And it's not available in all states. You got to contact us to see what exactly is included, how much is included, when you can get what percentage back, and so forth like that. So you can check it out on our website, I think, but it's better, you can email us as well, Captain Support. All the information is also when you go to book, go through the process, and you also have to book that cancel for any reason insurance when you do your original deposit or within like a week or something like that. All right, so Q&A. So go ahead and ask away. I've got a few questions there. Yeah, we can help you get cancel for any reason insurance as well. So if you're interested in cancel for any reason insurance, let us know. We'll do everything that we can to get that for you. Will the passengers be forced to wear masks on the cruise ship? So that is too far to know at this time. So what I've seen is just what's going on right now. So what's going on right now? We're sailing out of Florida. Florida is much more open than other places in the United States. Florida's been completely open since September. Certain venues have mask mandates, some don't, but that's just kind of what Florida's been going on. So if it were to happen today, I would say you wear a mask, getting on the ship, walking around the ship when you get seated, or if you're in a certain area on the ship, or if you're in the VIP area, or if you're in like whatever, then you can take your mask off, dance, so forth like that in that area. That's just if it were to happen today. We've got a long ways to go before the cruise. Hopefully that won't be an issue. And we would help if that is the current guidance to make sure that everybody's safe. Then hopefully we can make sure to keep everyone safe. And that's what the ultimate goal is. Health and safety. Security is always number one, most important thing on group cruise. We're always looking out for you. If people are being rude, if people are being like aggressive or disrespecting women, things like that, we ban those people. They're not allowed to ever come back again. And that is not the culture that we've created. So if masks are forced to be worn, we would hope that everyone abides by it and takes, but we'll again, it's a long ways away. Things are looking up. Cases are dropping. Vaccines are rampantly going through the whole world. And hopefully by summer, things will be much, much better. Host hotel for Orlando and the area. So we have some meetings this week. Hang tight on booking any hotels and so forth like that. We should have that info we're looking at them next week, and then hopefully in the next month or so, we'll have that information for the host hotel. We are looking at Orlando versus Port Canaveral area. That's just what we're looking at as of right now. But hang tight on that. Will NFTs be available in merch? Non-fungible tokens. This is like a whole thing on there. Yes, so we'll probably have NFTs on merch, but they're going to start at like $2 million for like a t-shirt or something. I don't even know how the NFTs work. The whole thing is just craziness to me. Should folks have money converted, or can we spend US dollars in Labadee? You can spend US dollars in Labadee. So Labadee, again, is owned by Royal Caribbean. So you can use your cruise ship key card. That's all you need to get on and off the ship. You don't need your passport. All you need is your cruise ship key card. That cruise ship key card, you can use that to purchase drinks. Or if you have the all-inclusive drink package, you prove that you have your all-inclusive drinks package there. And then that's it. So do you need to bring cash off the ship? Not necessarily. The only thing that you might have to bring cash off the ship is if you want to buy some Haitian products and goods in the Haitian market. There you can use US dollars. You don't need to convert to the local Haitian currency. And you can negotiate. What's the cancellation policy going to be if the cruise line requires a vaccination? So not sure, but we will do what we can. We'll have to deal with that on a case-by-case basis. So we'll work with you. If you're just this anti-vaxxer type person, I've been seeing most people in here that are very already vaccinated, and they want everybody to be vaccinated on the ship and so forth like that. So it's too early to see if that's going to be a requirement. We don't know yet. The cancellation policy is still the same if they do come out with that. Do we have night before pre-party? I don't really understand that question. Do we have night before pre-party? Yes, there will be a pre-party for sure, but I'm not exactly sure what that's going to be. Downtown Orlando is what we're looking at right now. Transportation to the cruise ship. Yep, we'll have that. We're also working on transportation from South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, and from Tampa, and potentially north from Jacksonville, Atlanta, so forth. So we're working on all of that with transportation options. Groove Cruise West Coast update. That is potential for 2022. I don't see that happening in 2021, just the way that everything's rolling, and California and just how they have been with the pandemic and just how strict California is in general. So I don't have a whole lot of confidence, just me personally, with California and with the cruises and so forth being ready to rock at the same point in time that Florida is going to be ready to rock, just based on what's been happening in the facts. So not planning we are looking at 2022. We're looking at very hard at 2022. We have a few options, and we're waiting on a few other cruise line options as well. Is there a wet day charity excursion in the works for this location? That is a very good question. We have a call with the port director in Haiti this Friday or next week. That is one of the questions that we're going to be talking about, and we will see. We've done some cool things in the past where in Dominican, we brought a bunch of kids to the port. They performed for us with their band. We've done in Mexico where we brought kids from an orphanage on board the ship and actually had a really, really moving, touching experience in Ensenada before. And we've also gone to destinations. Like last year, we went to, I forgot the escuela, but anyway, we went to this school in Mahahual in Costa Maya and went there. And then sometimes we're going in Jamaica, we went to the Salvation Army. So not sure yet, but we are working on those options. Probably not going to be able to leave the port, probably, but we'll see. Do we know yet if buffet style dining is back on the current sailings? Buffet style dining has never left the cruise line plans. It's just that you can't serve yourself. So you have to be served by a cruise line employee. So that was the same, if you remember, almost positive on Celebrity earlier in January, about a year ago when we sailed. So buffets are still there, but you just can't serve yourself. So you can't be having 30 people grabbing the same spoon and then putting it on their plate. You're gonna have one person with a mask on, with the gloves on and everything, scooping what you want, scooping here, scooping there, and so forth like that. So that's the plan for the buffet. We'll definitely have food 24 hours like we normally do, and so forth like that. Labadee sounds pretty awesome. We have to return to the ship at 3 p.m. So the ship, if I remember correctly, leaves at 5. So you have to be on the ship by 4:30. So the music will end around 3:30-ish is the is the plan right now. That can obviously change. There's variables with that, but that's the plan right now. That's the itinerary. So you wouldn't have to be on the ship at 3, but around 4:30, as of right now, is when you need to be on the ship in Labadie. Are there any other questions? Still under 60, 20 times leverage positions on the casino deck for the real degens. 20x leverage positions on the casino deck for the real degens. I love it. Ships are still sitting here in Long Beach. We recently had 3 ships sitting here. Yeah, ships are sitting there. I saw several ships in Port Canaveral when we were there. Several ships in Miami. There's ships sitting in the Bahamas. They're ready. They're ready to go. So once the cruise lines get the go ahead, they're gonna be rocking and rolling. I think that the cruise industry as a whole, cruise pricing is up, and there is a lot of pent-up demand, a lot. And I think that's why they're sailing from the Bahamas and Bermuda and from St. Martin and from the UK and from Israel and from Singapore, is because there's just so much pent-up demand. And a lot of those destinations are not where these cruise lines would normally sail from, but if you do want to go on a cruise in May or June, you can. You just have to fly to the Bahamas and you'll start there, or fly to Bermuda and you'll start there and sail to the Bahamas and then back and sail around Bermuda, or whatever the itineraries are. Nice to meet you too, Dave. A couple summers ago in Bali. Amazing. One of my favorite places. Should we do Group Cruise Bali? I got one yes over there. All right. Get liquidated for real. I'm in. All right. So I think that's all the questions. If you've got any more, please let the Wet Travel team know. I already answered the question about masks will be required for passengers. Yes, I don't think I need to ask that again. So masks as of right now are not going to be required, but they could be required. It could be something where you're walking around the ship where you need a mask to walk around. And then once you're in your area where you can dance and so forth, then you may be able to take it off. That's how Florida's working right now. That can change, and we're got a long ways away. And there's just so much new information coming up. I mean, nobody thought that all the vaccines would be this far ahead. Nobody thought that the industry would be shut down. Nobody thought that all of this stuff. So yeah, Royal Caribbean stock has gone up after hours since you started talking. So yeah, get Royal Caribbean stock. Yeah, blown up. Every time I do a State of the Ocean address, your Royal Caribbean stock's gonna go up. Will there be activities on the boat like yoga? Curious if we're looking at that as a possibility. 100%. Yes, absolutely. So one of the things that makes Groove Cruise unique is activities. So each of the artists has to host an activity. So that activity can be sushi making. Oh man, what else do we have? Soccer tournament. Just wear a mouth guard. Adam Scott. We've got Marcus Schultz did a basketball thing. We had zip lining with one of the artists before. We've had snorkeling with Chus and Ceballos. Team Skeeter versus Team Sadie are going to do a laser tag tournament. It sounds like they're teeing this up already. And is there going to be pods on the ship? So yes, activities, yes, yoga, yes, and absolutely. We work really hard on the activities. That's something that we really think sets Groove Cruise apart, is the activities. And where in the world can you go to a festival and you have a VR bungee trampoline and you have water slides 3 minutes from your room, and you have an ice skating rink that we're going to do a party on, and you have a surfing flow rider wave pool? Like, come on, like, this is craziness. You got 15 restaurants, you got all this stuff. Like, it's just alone, it's just amazing. It's just the most amazing experience because everything's all right there. It's all right next to your room, and you can change your clothes or costumes day and night and so forth. Can we do a shuffle dance activity on the boat? It'll bring shuffle shaper mats. Hey, hit us up. DM us about the shuffle shaker mats. Let's talk about that. Absolutely. We're very open to ideas. I don't know if you've noticed this, but you are the captains. If you see ideas at another festival, another event, just anywhere, or you've created something, we work with Groove Cruisers as much as we humanly can. We're always here to support the community and listen to you and hopefully execute your ideas. You want to be on the laser team? Will there be pods on Groove Cruise? That's a good question. As of right now, no. But if that is something that's an option later to be able to have pods where people can take their masks off in that area, then maybe. But as of right now, no. No pods. Can you get a good afternoon Groove Cruisers shout out? Well, that depends. Good. I can't be doing all this all the time. Somebody has it downloaded as a ringtone. That's just crazy. Shuffle dance activity, yes. What if capacity is only 50%? So if capacity is only 50%, that is going to be a challenge. It's going to be a big challenge. So we've thought through that, and if it is that, it's something we're going to have to look at that time and see what the options are, because at that point the cruise line would offer us another sailing, so we'd have to look at that option and like yada yada yada. So we do have a backup plan. We're hoping that it doesn't happen, but who knows? We always have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. try to think through what all the things could mean. That's kind of what dealing in the travel industry is, in the cruise industry. What amenities does this ship have that's different from the Miami 19 and 20 ship? So the amenities that this ship has versus the previous ship in 19 and 20 is that this ship has those things that I mentioned: the flow rider, surfing wave pool, the water park with all the slides, the VR bungee trampoline. I think it has 15 restaurants versus 7, 8, 9. I don't remember how many restaurants were on the Celebrity Infinity, which I love that ship. It's 70% bigger, 60% bigger, something like that. It's a far bigger ship. It has a promenade through the middle of it, which is really cool. You have balcony rooms that look over into the promenade, which is awesome. There's some really cool venues on the promenade. We're gonna be doing parties in the promenade. There is, I'm drawing blank in my head, but there's tons of stuff on the ship. There's boleros, no, it's not a go-kart track. But there's a lot of differences from the ship that we used in 1920. Oh, laser tag. Ice skating, yeah, I think I did say ice skating. So yeah, there's quite a bit of new things that are going to be happening. And the ship, the Mariner of the Seas, went through $120 million update recently, right before COVID. So it's pretty much brand new, which is super exciting as well. It's all on our website. You can see all the crazy stuff, and all the pictures are amazing. Any plans for Groove Cruise swim trunks? That's a good one. I've always wanted Groove Cruise swim trunks. We did some Groove Cruise bikinis a few years ago, and then we also did a partnership with a bikini company. So we did have 2 calls yesterday with fashion companies. So maybe there's something we can do a collaboration with the swim trunks company. But yeah, I agree. I think swim trunks are a no-brainer. Love it. Great idea. Thank you, whoever said that. Is there going to be rooftop parties? Of course there's going to be rooftop parties, Robert. So the top deck of the ship, obviously, there's going to be the pool deck's going to be one of the big venues. And that's one of the things that makes Groove Cruise unique. I mean, you're in the middle of the ocean, drink in your hand, friend, BFFs all around you. Even if you lost your crew, you got a new crew almost immediately. And the ocean breeze and good music and just the vibe of a lifetime. And that is just, I get crazy just thinking about it. Plans to still have a DJ contest to play on the ship. Yes. This has been delayed longer than I had hoped, but yes, we will be having a DJ contest, and it will be coming on soon. It's generally a mix contest where you upload a mix that's around an hour. And yes, we're working with a media company, and that's been kind of the holdup, is getting them all aligned and so forth like that. So yes, there's absolutely going to be at least 1 DJ contest to play on the ship, maybe 2. All right, amazing questions. 20-some questions on here. We're never going home, Maxwell. Yes, we are never going home. Hi, Raquel. Nice to see you. Dunk Jason. I think Michael wants to dunk Jason. Does that mean you want me in a dunk tank, or like what does that mean? All right. So thank you for all the questions. Thanks for all the engagement. Really, really appreciate you all. And I miss you all dearly. It was good to see a few of you at the other week here in Tampa. And we'll just keep plugging away. Next time there's some big updates, we'll work on sharing those with you at another State of the Ocean address and try to keep you as updated as possible as we can with new information. So thank you very much. We'll see you January 20 to 24 from Port Canaveral to Labadie. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. Much love. Good health to you and your family and friends. And we'll see you